on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. One more time, it's Garendo. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. They'll go play action with Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Got his man at the 6. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Here's a run. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Purdy. And he's in. Kyle Juszczyk. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Niners have the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Keep the ball moving. Exploit them here on this drive. Ready?
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Man in motion is Brown. They're trying to pick this up with the jet sweep. And he will have the Commanders' 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll run it here with Robinson. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Daniels to throw on second down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Talanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. First grab of the game for Brown. Good enough for a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans at his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Purdy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
3rd and a yard. Purdy going to give this to Garenda. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. Here's Purdy. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniel. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. That's to McLaurin. They connect again.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Let's go now. 60 average. 60 average.
Keep it in the air. Here it is for the 3rd time in this first half. He's been intercepted. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 17. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Garenda. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. The play fake. Now it's Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he will have the 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Now a shot here, deep middle. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Here's Austin Seibert now to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will remain a 3-score game. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first down, here's Garendo. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stuff. On play action, here's Purdy. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Daniels now on first down. That's caught by Eckler. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
From the 1, second and goal. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up fourth and goal. They'll go. It's Robinson. And this time he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. So they decide to go for the touchdown. And, Greg, they get rewarded on fourth and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Here comes Garendo. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. They'll go again with Garendo. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. The Commanders come up with it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Well, he's a running back, new to the league, a lot of promise, but this Chalk it up, I guess, Greg, to one of those learning lessons.
Yeah, how often have we seen this over the years, Mike? A rookie running back jogs off the field. He's got his head down. His head coach kind of gives him a side-eyed glance, and we go the rest of the game, and we don't ever see him take the field again. We've seen it happen over and over. Hopefully, in this case, this is a learning lesson, something he can bounce back from. Because if you want to play in the league, especially as a rookie, you have to protect the ball.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for Purdy. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On first down, Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Powering forward. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw, Purdy. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Throwing on second down is Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
Third and short. Purdy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
get about 5. Here comes second down. They'll give it to Garendo. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, Kittle. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. His throw left side is complete. And he will score. Jacob Howling. Touchdown, San Francisco.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 10. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now on 2nd and long. They'll throw with Daniels. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown.
Facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway, and it This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first... So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Garindo. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. Returns looking good so far. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Penix going to throw straight away. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Brought in right side. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the shotgun, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 41-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Penix here from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 15 yards brings up 4th down.
Trying for it with Penix. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down throw by Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. That finds Jacob Cowie. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. On the give, it's Garindo. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now a give to Garindo. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Now Purdy. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Third and goal, Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pull out in front further, 13-zip. George Kittle, the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Avery Williams on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Penix now to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from the 41. To the air with Penix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. 35 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Penix now on 1st down. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. again. It's Penix. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. San Francisco calls it second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He'll throw it yet again. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Falcons make it a one-score game before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them. And that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
19 tight. 19 tight. Please, we need it. 70 range. 70 range.
He's throwing for it. And he's got a man. Complete. And this play will not reach the end zone. He's held out, and they will not take another 2 points off that lead. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get this one to Cowie. Jukes him, and now he's running free. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Purdy on 1st down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Garindo running between the tackles. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. David Onyemata there for the stop. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. On 3rd down, Purdy. And it's incomplete, and that's him bringing 4th down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust and still bring it in. Over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Running back sent in motion. Purdy gonna go on 4th. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's Penix to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing from the gun. Brought in inside the 20. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
That makes it pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. He's trying to go deep again. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 24 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Penix here from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the shotgun, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He's going to push one deep. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Deshaun Gibson. And the 49ers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
He'll go right back to Garindo. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and short, here's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now Garindo. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Talanoa Hufanga makes the play.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Santa Clara. That one over the back line. End zone, the touchback means the drive will start at the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. One more time, it's Guerendo. Into the secondary at the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Purdy on 1st down. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. On the ground, it's Guerendo. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
They'll run. Here's Guerendo. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. This is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, that's certainly not what we were expecting to see, especially from a quarterback of this caliber. Opening drive turnover. And let's hope for their sake, Mike, this is not a sign of things to come the rest of the day.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving 1st quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back in on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Woo! Montgomery, 1st down, still going. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing here is Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's in! David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really, everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. The Lions call their first timeout, and they've got a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. One more time for Montgomery. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. Now, Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Williams in motion. They run on the jet sweep. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. A run up the gut with Montgomery. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. Fourth down coming up.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Brian Branch.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Goff to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
On first down, it's Goff. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. A throw on the move is caught. 14 on the pickup. First down, Detroit.
Keep it together, defense. Keep it up right here.
Here's Montgomery. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. He'll go play action with Goff. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be from 47 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
Every defense in the league, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, there's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he'll get about 5. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. That's powerful running, lowers the shoulder, and picks up 4. Third and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10. Williams in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Montgomery. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Lions will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager.
Fur on my feet, I'm a lead. all my friends in a big black truck.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, P-Rod. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jarvarius Ward.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top with that 3-and-out.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. Mahomes to throw for it. His first throw is an interception. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the 49ers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And that really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. He'll go right back to Garindo. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
4th and 3, drive on the line. Back now, pressure on its way. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third down, it's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And it's picked off, but, oh, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete.
You know, that's one you watch the next day, Kate, and you're just bummed. As a QB, you're a perfectionist. And when it's caught but out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little bit more accurate on your end.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Flush out now to his left. To the left and holding by Kelsey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Cut by Hunt. Running in the red zone. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, Instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Another throw for Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. And they take this in for the score. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Purdy looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Purdy. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Throwing is Mahomes. And finds Hunt complete. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run here following the penalty. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 43. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by Fred Warner.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got two options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Looking to throw. Headed out right. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? But they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Garendo. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Now it's Purdy. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. On the give, it's Garendo. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
He'll throw it. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Chiefs get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Looking to throw Mahomes. Has it down close. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Again, Mahomes to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. It's 2nd and goal. They've got a man in motion. Trying again, following the sack. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs go up by 12 in the 4th. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Mahomes throwing for 2. Escapes the pocket. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
49ers nothing. Harrison Butker at a kickoff.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Finds a seam down the middle. Into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now within 1 score in the 4th. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, And 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers chunk the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. 1st down throw, Mahomes. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The challenge with so many sacks is it just disrupts everything in the rhythm and timing of your offense. All of these negative plays. Hey, this league and this game is hard enough when you're on schedule. All of these sacks set you behind the chains. Well, you've seen how disruptive it is for this offense.
He beams one deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He's looking deep once again. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that brings up 4th and long. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers down by 7. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
The points on the board. This is huge. Don't let us down.
Get some momentum, hero!
Back to throw it. He's on the move. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. Still going inside the 35. Touchdown, San Francisco. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Chased out to his right. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted! That's Diablo Lenore.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Setting up to pass. That finds Jacob Kelly. And they get this down to the 28. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. So everything comes down to this from Jake Moody. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. That one is good!